Previously on Create Astral.
So, let's see. Diamonds. Do not have any diamonds here. Strange, did I really spend all my diamonds or something? Because create a diamond nugget from prismarine. And prismarine we can get from crushing the prismarine. Of course, prismarine can be acquired from compacting corals. And corals are made pretty easily by just mixing kelp with water, so yeah. And good thing is we can also automate kelp with create, of course. In a mixer, kelp and bone meal equals more kelp. In total we need, yes, 2 mixers, 2 presses, 1 fan, and 1 pair of crushing wheels. So here is the main body of the production line. Now I just got to add the bone meal and wire everything up. And here we are, whole thing done. And now on to the second half. Okay, it is a new day and I am ready to start connecting all of this up. So I've laid out some gearboxes here to connect the bone meal device up to the power, of course. I probably don't need it at max speed. I'll just encase all of these shafts so it looks nicer. Oops. Yeah, I can just hold down like this. Very nice feature of Create. And let's see, yep, it's not spinning in the correct direction, so I need this reversed as well. So, what I could do, I think, is just move this one block to the side. Then I'll need one more shaft, but one less cog, so just bam, bam, bam. Expand this by 1. Oops. And a cogwheel in here. Yep. And put the gearbox back here. Now this should be all correct. So now I can just input some starting bone meal into this drawer and some gravel into the chute, and that should generate me more bone meal. So let's see if that indeed does work. So, well, let's do like half a stack of gravel, and I believe we should only need 2 bone meal to start, but well, since I have 10, let's do it. And actually, while we are here, I will probably grab myself a downgrade. At least there should be one. Yes, drawer downgrade. An upgrade frame, which is just andesite and wood sheets. Okay, or patterns, I guess. And here we go. Downgrade acquired. Supposedly I just place this here. I don't think that drawer is actually accessible to me right now, is it? Maybe it's... because I think that's... oh, no, okay, I did it. The front side is here. Now I can downgrade it. Did that work, or did I don't know. Yeah, the downgrade is in here, okay. So I think I need to shift right click it onto there. Yes, there we go. Now we have downgraded it to just 1 stack. And now if I just throw this in here. Yep, all the bone meal going into the calcite. The water is in this one, so now I just need to drop the gravel into here. And it is working. Ooh, very nice, look at that. So after this fills up, it should start coming into this drawer. And now we just need to wire up all of this. So I need another funnel for this basin, because I actually put the whole bone meal contraption too low. And I need just a bunch of shafts, cogs, whatever, to connect all of this. So I'll be back with you once I get those. Okay, so here we are. Nope. That does not go in the filter. The filter should be kelp. Probably. I'll see if that works. But yes, I have already put filter here for exactly 9 kelp and one here for dried kelp. So it should come out in stacks of 9, get smoked here, and proceed onto the coral making contraption. So now let's connect the fan. So I can replace this encased chain drive back here, but rotate it 90 degrees. Not that 90 degrees, this 90 degrees. And now if I just connect this, yes, it appears that the fan is rotating the right way. So I can just encase those so it looks nicer. And now just to connect all the belts and the machines up here. So for the presses, I could just connect them all with a line of shafts in here, or somehow do something with the belts. Now, you know what, actually? In order for this to look nicer, well, maybe not necessarily nicer, but in order for me to be able to connect this properly, I'll move all of this stuff one block forward. The drawer for the stuff, what's it? Yes, the drawer for the lapis will go here, which hopefully means it will take all the lapis before it reaches this basin. I'm hoping it will. And now I can put another shaft here and do the crushing in this one, just so this shaft is exposed for my connection. So that I can place 2 more shafts. Let me just make them real quick. Okay. Can just put 2 shafts here with a belt, and they should be connected, even if it's kind of ugly. I think two of these encased chain drives would look maybe clunkier, and they're just more expensive. Now, actually need to place water here, so let me grab a few out of this. Oops, wrong block. Of this helpful cobblestone, water source. Okay, I just put one here and one here, and now I just need another pump. That is pointing the right way. Now I need to power these 2 belts and think about how exactly I want to connect the machines. Here I can probably do the same thing. Actually, no. I'd like this to still be kind of walkable, so I don't actually want another belt here. I want a chain drive, because you can't encase belts on top. You can only encase them on the bottom and sides. Just make this. They can be made shapelessly. Well, they can always be made shapelessly. I just meant that there are only 4 ingredients, so they can be made by hand without a crafting table, which is pretty nice. So just go bam, bam, bam. That's not right. Okay, this is going. So you can see that from 10 bone meal and half a stack of gravel, we have full bone meal here, backed up all the way to the drawer, and 53 bone meal in the drawer. So we got over a full stack just from that. So very nice and efficient machine. Now, this will also need water, so honestly I don't know, maybe I just really like this, being able to pull water directly up into that, but maybe I should move this to be able to provide water to this as well, because if I remember correctly, this is, yeah, it does consume half a bucket of water per operation, so ideally I'll probably need to move this and make this one into an infinite source. I can now place the pump here. This should just pull the water infinitely, and now I can add some pipes. This is a bit ugly, and oh, okay, that's not good. Need to encase this one in a copper casing in that case. So do this. Now put the basin back. Now it doesn't connect. And the pipe can go 1, 2, 3, 4 right into here. And that should be all good. Except connecting this pump is now going to be trickier. Okay. It's working. And this one is working. Now just encase all this stuff as well. I don't think I can use a gearbox here because this will make it rotate the opposite way. Yep. So I either need to do another couple of belts here or do a different arrangement of gearboxes. So okay, I've run out of andesite alloys, so I need to make a few more. And look at this, they got a new GUI for the stone growth chamber. Pretty cool. Okay, so I've connected these two presses with a shaft for now. I've added large cogwheels onto the mixers to make them faster. And I did add 2 more belts here. It's pretty weird, but it works. So if I put this here, this starts spinning the right way. And I think I can add another... Oops, got dirt in there again. Well, I can make this gearbox vertical. The wrench, cut this, and now just shafts up here. Now this mixer is working. Ah, the dirt is getting smoked. Great. Okay, I've changed my mind actually. I'm replacing this contraption here with a vertical large cogwheel, I think. So can do this. And then another belt, which will look even more goofy, but look at this. This is kind of cool. You know, I like making goofy kinds of contraptions in Create, if they don't really make sense. But with this, I can make a vertical gearbox, and I guess just a couple of small cogs in here, or that could be a chain drive as well. So now all that's left to power are the presses and this belt. Okay, so another cogwheel here with an encased chain drive makes this. Okay, and all that's left is the presses. Like this. Yeah, this will work. That should be everything. So that is the whole system for bone meal to diamonds. Done, pretty much. So all that should be left is to actually supply the bone meal and to get the stuff that I'll need to filter the funnels. Speaking of which, probably remove this one for now and let's test it. Let's put the kelp in here. Let's grab like 8 bone meal maybe, and see what happens once we throw it in here. Oh yeah. Okay. Making lots of kelp very quickly. Now this is gonna be the bottleneck because I can make this faster without adding another fan, which I wanted to add but I didn't. Maybe, again, maybe I'll do it later. But for now, what do we have? Oops, I've already crushed it accidentally. That's a bit stupid. I need to remove this. Okay, so... There we go. Prismarine block. So now I can just place this here, filter it to prismarine block. We've wasted some of the Rasgrille prismarines again, but... Did it make something? Yes, the crystals. Now we want this to be lapis, but I can put the crystals in here for now. And aha, there we go. Lapis goes in this drawer, crystals go in this basin, and yeah, Now we should just be able to make the gravel production up here, and that would be diamonds fully automated. Didn't expect that I'd be able to do this so easily just in chapter 3, but here we go, I guess. And okay. So we need a pair of crushing wheels here. If I connect this cogwheel here, this one is spinning the right way, so I just need to reverse the other one and just plump that on this side, I guess, with a shaft and another gearbox and the second crushing wheel here. And now we just need another chute and to build the stone growth chamber on top. Now how do I want to position the stone growth chamber so that it is the least weird looking? Probably hang it over the structure, I think. So, controller right here. Stone bricks around it. So 8 here, 8 glass here, and the last layer on top. Don't forget the lava. And as soon as we place the last block, that entire system should start working. Still says it's idle, so probably need to again place the controller last, so bam. Yes, it is running. And the bone meal is being produced. Okay, 64 bone meal in here. And it's going. The new bone meal is now being outputted into here. The kelp is smoking. The corals are being made. The prismarine is being made. And now we just wait for our first diamond nugget. Maybe we should actually do this in bigger batches, like 18, would that work, or 19? Let's actually try right now, so exactly 19. How will that work? Oh, it's keeping full anyway, because the bone meal is being produced faster than it's being consumed, so it doesn't really matter at all, I guess. I actually don't know if this is gonna be faster or slower, but it is making more corals per thing here. That is really cool, though. It's a pretty colorful automation. Oh, it made prismarine bricks accidentally. Now, that's something I didn't count for. So, can I break this back down? Aha, we need a grinder. Okay, so... Aha. 1 diamond nugget acquired. So yeah, it is pretty slow. But it is generating diamonds completely passively now, so... That's pretty cool. And we're even getting lapis as a byproduct. So... I need a filter in that case. Let's grab an empty one. Put in a shard. And a prismarine, like this. And that should be, yep, allow list, ignore data. That is correct. So now when I place this on here. So why are they not being made in the mixer? What's going on? They filter it to something by accident? I don't understand. Ah, I think I've heard somewhere that there is a bug in Create that you cannot automatically output into a filtered basin like that, or that this basin will not be able to work if it outputs into a filtered one. So let me see if just adding corals to that would fix it. So we're making all of these, right? So horn, fire, bubble, tube, brain. Okay, this and this. Will you work now? No. And if I remove this, yeah, it begins working immediately. And stops as soon as I do this. Okay, this is not great. So this design is kind of ruined by a bug. I guess I could just add a funnel that'll drop it like this, but yeah, it's gonna just drop all the kelp, so I need a brass one as well. And I need more electron tubes, which I actually was planning to make. I just need some of this molten rose gold. Oh, I actually even prepared it. So all I need is to flip this. All the rose gold transfers into the spout. And put this rose quartz in here. And we get all 9 made. Very, very nice. That's actually what I planned for the start of this episode and then completely forgot about it. Pretty funny. So I'll put it on deny list for kelp. So dried kelp, deny. Okay, now that should hopefully work. So brass here, this here, and all of the kelp in here. Now it's working. Though this might be a problem since it is dropping entities in the world, but hopefully it won't be too much of a problem. Let's see. Okay. Prismarine crystals coming in here. And it looks like it's working. I'm guessing the filter is actually needed here then? Yeah, it's working fine without it. Now I guess it is still better for the sake of performance to have a filter on every basin. So I should make another one for diamonds and diamond nuggets. But for now, that's it. We're producing lapis and diamonds automatically. Later on I'll probably want to input this into the ME system as well so that it doesn't fill up, because we're obviously gonna be producing more lapis than diamonds with this method. But yeah, very nice. I automated 2 things in one, and I didn't even really plan for that. I just wanted to follow the progression, and then I looked at my ME system, and I saw this diamond chest here, and I thought maybe I should make that. And yeah, so this was the diamond automation episode. And I think we did pretty good. So thank you everyone for watching. I guess it's technically not finished because I still need to actually output the diamonds, but it's still gonna be a while before this actually makes a full diamond. So I'll come back with that in the next episode, but for now, thank you all so much for watching. This has been Create Astral. Did not expect to automate diamonds so early. And yeah, I'll see you all next time. Bye bye.